need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. Don't want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear nicks the tone as I pull my pain out. One of your short nose might blow my brains out, but you ain't even pick up. Talking to myself, exactly what you sick of.
Feeling kinda restless. Did you get my message? It's swirling around in the storm.
Yeah, come on.
No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there. Yeah. I left the story of my life on your answering machine. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there?
Are you there?
Hello, would you pick up the phone?
We were like, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around, does it really make a sound? That's romantic and profound. But now we're like lumberjacks holding the axes that bring it down. So I'm now on your message, talking about remember. Silence in return, that sounds like timber. There's some that can't see the forest because they liars, but I can't see the forest because of the fire. And in our prehistorics, the flowers was rooting for us. Brontosaurus ate the flowers, T-Rex ate the brontosaurus, and then the T-Rex turned around and ate the florist. That's why I lost my FTD endorsements, but that's really not important. My sadness is snitch, my melancholy informant. Despair wears a wire, my longing rapping the song. My worry is a rap, my lonely tapping the phone.
I wanna give you reasons, tell you what I'm feeling, but none of these lines are secure. No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there. I left the story of my life on your answering machine. My tears run off your shoes like water from a goose. You try to wash off all the dirt, but your hands aren't getting clean. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there?
Are you there?
Hello, would you pick up the
To make believers on receivers as you sit back and observe, as the rubber curly cord just absorbs all my words. Will you collect us, then connect us, or neglect us on the hole into the wall, then cross the wires on the telephone poles, then bounces off the towers, then up into the satellites, then falls down back to earth to bring a broken heart back to life. Happens all the time, lost of appetite and lack of sleep. If it's dead and flat in line, I leave a message at the bed.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Would you pick up the phone? Would you pick up the phone? Hello, would you pick up the phone?
I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an almond. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stack boy so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team, and I'll send man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats. I don't wanna hear no talk from a dweeb. You don't respect me if you don't pay my fees. If you don't respect me, then please better back out the way of this heat. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an almond. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an almond. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an almond. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an almond. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them. With a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an almond. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think attention from that gal if she ain't a bad one. Man try tell me the 3-5 come too stinky as Cali that packs from. And if I go broke, N95s and nitro slapped on. Soon put chef on the map, son. Don't pop with too many brothers, they cap enough. Dog, I don't care about the past, that bad in the present, and you can get wrapped up. I don't deal with pests, man got no fertilizer for them. Go on then run up your mouth yet again. Joe get sent all the way up like Rem. Nah, that ain't the flexo. I got J's on my feet, they're retro. They can act like they got bars. I got bars in my name like Esco, and I'll slap them off like Crespo. Go dish out the news like Metro, and it's punks know that I don't tech joke. In person they reject smoke. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like Pounds just told them, with the squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen, still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees, you'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like Pounds just told them, with the squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen, still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees, you'd think that it's autumn. Pick a side. Will you live? Will you die? Will you quit? Will you try? Sweating eyes. Who am I? Champion till I die. Every morning, every night. Boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd going wow. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Pick a side, pick a side. Only two options, be with the winners or the other guys. Yeah, ain't no time, we already on the way. Better get themselves in line. Thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up. Now all the kids got a new hero. They ain't never seen so many zeros. And that's when the crowd starts to shout. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Yeah, spill venom out the side of my pores. We came to battle, we came for war. Digging in the mud, carry across the globe. No matter the weather, rain, sunny or snow. I guess all the sacrifice was worth it. The pain made perfect and gave me a purpose, yeah. And I still don't get no breaks. And you about to learn why if you in my way. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. at the gallery, I've been eating out, look at the calories, no. I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me it is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it them believe. That time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time, I'll rebound, I reground. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. And introducing first, perhaps the greatest female fighter who ever lived, Cecilia Brækhus. She stands 171 centimeters high with a reach of 170. And she'll be facing Miss GB, Natasha Jonas. She weighed in at 67 kilos. She stands 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 165.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
And introducing first, the First Lady, Cecilia Brækhus, one of the greatest female fighters in the history of this sport. Miss GB, Natasha Jonas. She fights out of Liverpool, England, and won the WBO junior middleweight title in February of 2022.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Bergen, Norway, an undisputed women's welterweight champion of the world, Cecilia Brækhus. Fighting out of the blue corner from Liverpool, England, here is the 5-time champion at 64 kilograms, a 2-time world title challenger, introducing Natasha Jonas.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
This is an arena fight. You couldn't have got anybody else in this place.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go.
Yeah, the hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game to save with lock and key and combination. Keep it gold and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever pay no mind and keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. Nigga left me when we shot it, but they wanna talk
Welcome to the WBC Arena. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Cecilia Brækhus. She's 5'7" with a reach. It's Cecilia Brækhus, one of the most decorated athletes in the history of the sport. Natasha Jonas, Miss GB. She fights out of Liverpool, UK, and won the WBO junior middleweight title in February of 2022.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, and now from Bergen, Norway, introducing an undisputed welterweight champion of the world, known as the First Lady of Boxing, Cecilia Brækhus. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Liverpool, England, here is the 5-time champion at 64 kilograms, a 2-time world title challenger, introducing Natasha Jonas.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
You can hear everything. Can you imagine being a fighter walking into this? We're going to see that any minute now.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight. The fans are on the edge of their seats.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Nice right jab. You don't want to trade shots. Counter shot by her. The courage on display here is incredible. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little touch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Those counter punches have to hurt. Punch, counter punch. That big hook doesn't land. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Jab slightly off target. Cecilia Brækhus goes down. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
And I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Talk about breakus in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response, though. Got back up. Took the deep breath, got right. Brush it off. Get on with the job.
You're fighting smart. You're staying ahead.
You've let her back into the fight. You're much better than this girl.
Be focused. Do what you're doing. You're already doing great. Just keep it going.
Switch on. Get your boxing back together and put it back on her this round. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you.
End of what you do, so stay one step ahead, and we will win.
Get your mind back on the job. Get out there and
Add a bit of variation that she won't have a clue what's going on. Stay one step ahead, and you will.
it's a terrible round. That is a terrible round.
Your jabs are slick. She's starting to suss out what's going on. So
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
She's not in your...
There's 1, 2, and then a body. Just keep it going. Stay on top of her, and she won't be able to get a foot in it.
And there's the bell for round 2. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement. Moves left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
That punch lands. Beautiful counter punch. Misses with the straight left. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. How about that time counter shot? So much for boxing. This is a fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about breakus in that last round. Well, the corner can't be happy with the way things are going for her right now.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
I need you to go back out there.
Her up, so just keep her moving, get her where you want her. Get her in the corner.
Your focus back. Get that jab back. Just box her. Be smart. Get your shots off. And don't give her anything. Go back.
Mix it up. She's starting to understand what's going on now, so
I need you to go back out there, and I need you
step ahead, and you will stay on top. Great work. I love that.
Out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back.
But all we need to do now, mix it up and we'll stay on top, okay?
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back in the action.
And she won't be able to get a foot in this game. Just got to keep doing this, okay? Keep...
Let's do it.
Insane action. She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. And Brickus just got caught. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Nope, that jab not going to score. A lot of effort being exerted here. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Well, there's no argument right there. That, you say it. Night-night.
Track where you are and see your blackest night attack it with sparks. looks are not a match for a star, and fire hurts, burns, blackens, and scars. Can still emerge, learned, attractive, and charred from out the ashes of galactic barrage. Yeah, it gets savage where they traffic mirage. It ain't no magic day in back of its secret hatches and frauds. You gotta take it back to the start. You gotta tap and learn to rap from the heart. Yeah, yeah. Talented all along. They were fortresses made of staying winning, nothing less. Ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't. That's my we're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, to come home. Yeah, Lord, please bless my palace of bones. My soul call my skeleton home. It's on the phone. Get a receiver back to Tyrone. We made a pact. We're going back home. Yeah, pack my bag, stagger back to the zone. With a bag full of daggers I've thrown. I'm like my own masochist. Slash my wrist with a poem. And when I'm gone, don't tamper with a sample my songs unless you're strong. Bicep emojis in the group chat. 5 sets of burpees. Don't disturb me if the booth black. I'm going through it. Got a bunch of baggage on my roof rack. I have a lot of habits that produce that. They gon' put their tag on it. My condolences to the fast moments.
I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like the Empire Fight Camp, especially at night. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Terrence Bud Crawford, and he weighed in at an even 61 kilos. He is 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 188. And he'll be facing the monster, Ju Khan, 175 centimeters tall. That's the exact number, as his reach is well 175, and he weighed in at 60 kilos.
Brawlers are a nightmare. You've got to be strong and fit. Use that long reach, use that long jab. Do it that way, you'll be safe all night.
Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. The monster, Ju Khan, fighting out of Beijing, China, looks to pick up another big win here. Some of the fastest hands in the world.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner from Beijing, China, introducing the acclaimed featherweight champion of the world, known as the Monster, Ju Khan.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many, many fights like this, and it's very, very eerie.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. It's all offense all the time. He threw a punch and just got countered. That hook just can't find the target. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
The straight right just misses. There's nothing quite like a fight night at night under the stars.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How have they prepared for this, these fighters? This is going to be so hard, but so different.
That counter shot lands. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. Crawford is dazed. How did they survive that?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
That hook is parried away. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. The perfect counter lands. That counter punch caught him clean. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Crawford in trouble. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Put your mind back on the job. Get back out.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good? Good man.
You're gonna let him get back in. Now it's a tougher fight and he's gonna be confident.
What you're doing, the gaps will appear and he'll start tiring out.
Just stick him on the end of your jab and then start gathering your pace and win the round back. Take away that confidence, stop him in his tracks. Now listen, kid, I need you to go back out.
Yeah, don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on him.
Get that jab back. Just box, be smart, get your
The end of his jab. You're getting your timing already. The right hand's beautiful. That's it.
It's only one round that you've lost. Do not worry about it, kid.
You can't figure out. Great work. Now, I don't want
Time
you to load
winding
up.
down as we get set for another round.
You had everything in the bag, and now you're
To go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got to be smart.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
He has got great ring guard.
No horn a second, Johnny. Shu Khan, the monster, in trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the court?
Whoa, Johnny. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
I've got to see that again.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull him down again. And that's a lot of points for losing around.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Pretty good start the first half of this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself? They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
You're right, Todd.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
Wordplay is December, That mean my pen is in cinders and my deliverance shivers like Siberian area shippers. Slip on the slick as icicles, drip from the tip of my scriptures. If you were shipped on the trip, don't hit on the tip of my glacier. Swim with the fish and flippers. I finish my pictures. This is what didn't get it, getting hitting the different differs. What did he do with it? Didn't she? Who are you mentioning? Louis do a dual identity, dueling enemies. Do it to him, chewing through him without doing it dentally. Superhuman, fluent without refueling engines with energy. This chemistry can it be? They googling endlessly.
got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Riddick Bowe, 6'5", 240 pounds with a reach of 81 inches. And they'll be taking on Shannon the Cannon Briggs, 6'4" tall with a reach of 80 inches.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Here comes Riddick, Big Daddy Bowe, the 1988 Olympic silver medalist, a two-time heavyweight champion, and one of the best inside fighting heavyweights there's ever been. And up against them, it's Shannon Briggs, known for his formidable punching power and aggression, won 88% of his fights by knockout.
Look at this. These fights are so up front. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic silver medalist and the two-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Big Daddy Riddick Bowe. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Brooklyn, New York, the heavyweight champion of the world, Shannon the Cannon Briggs.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. A straight right just misses. Perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We wanted action, and they are delivering. That's another scoring shot. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Did you see the nerves on that fighter stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Swing and a miss with the left hook. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And Bowe is dazed. Riddick Bowe is on the canvas. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Perfect counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe, just get your breath back. Good work.
Don't care. Go out there and win this next round.
Oh, listen, great work. Stay focused, don't let him back into the fight.
Job, get back out there and win the round. Come on, you've let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on.
Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely
this round. Now it's a tougher fight. He's going to be confident.
Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him.
End of a jab, and then start gathering your pace and win this round back. Take away.
Beautiful. I said, start just sticking up a few body shots.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
You don't want to lose.
Good work. You was thinking. You were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots.
Nice counter. That hook one. Whoa, wait a minute! And Big Daddy Bo got rocked! Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
Missing with the hook. Beautiful counter shot. Do you believe what we're seeing? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punching. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Beautiful counter punch. Good punch. Big whiff with the right hook. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
A shot from the gods took him out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout, that's an assassination. What a shot.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the vinegar. Hey, ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. This one takes the
We've heard of sleeping with the fishes. We're about to fight with the fishes here at the Atlantis. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our tale of the tape. Frank True Brit Bruno, 6'3", with an 82-inch reach. And they'll be facing James Buster Douglas, 192 centimeters tall, with a reach of 211 centimeters.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
True Brit, Frank Bruno, a fan favorite for sure. Here he comes, fighting out of London, United Kingdom. Buster Douglas, a fighter you can never look past. Just ask Mike Tyson.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from London, England, a European champion and a heavyweight champion of the world, Frank Bruno. Fighting out of the blue corner from Columbus, Ohio, in the United States, here is an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, introducing James Buster Douglas.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Good counter punching. Lucky that hook didn't score. Nice counter shot. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. And Buster Douglas goes to the canvas. Let's see that again.
I need to see that again.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Nice. Those 1-2 straights down the middle. Can't miss him.
Come on, do you want to win this fight? You've been coasting for this entire...
Just get him on the end of the jab. You're getting your time in order.
You've got to be confident. I want you to go back out there, take his confidence away.
Go. Shots in there. Bury it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great work. You were thinking, you were smart, you were loading up, and you were still landing your power shots.
I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
Think about the defense on the end of what you're doing.
Good work. There. get behind the basics. Get your jab back, get your rhythm back, and then out.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
Let's just get out there and let's reset. Forget about the
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
I need to go back out there and you will win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, and get that.
Here we go. It's round 2. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. And that hook misses. Buster Douglas just got rocked. Disaster averted. Oh, wait a minute. And Douglas is dazed. And down goes Douglas. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was no... The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Incredible work rate. Those counter punches have to hurt. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Back on the job. There's a
1-2 straights down the middle. Can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused.
You're much better than that guy. You're much better. He's not even in your league.
In the end of the jab, you're getting your time in already. That right hand is beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great work.
Dolphin, win the round on your jab. And breathe when you're stepping about, all right?
Bet him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's out.
And now you're going to go back out there and lose the match? You got to get out there.
Smart. Otherwise he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there.
That work in camp. You got to get out there and switch.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round.
Back on the job. That was a terrible round, that was. Come on. You let him back into the fight. You're much...
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice counter. The right hook misses. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. A perfect counter lands. So far, both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Looking going to land the hook. Stamina is off the charts. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
That's it, just start.
Come on, you're better than that. Come on, we're switching off.
Oh, great work. Don't be looking there for one shot at it.
We'll win this round. You had everything in the bag, and now you let him back into it.
Absolutely shattered. He's hurt, he's ready to go, but you've got to be smart, otherwise he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish it. Just
get your mind back on the job. There's a god-awful.
Keep smart. Good work there, the jabs are working.
You've let him back into the fight. You're not even in the same league as him. Come on.
Stay focused, don't let him back into the fight. Great round.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
Go back out there and win this round. Only lost one round.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
The stamina is off the charts. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That hook just can't find the target. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Douglas in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
You cannot guess that. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for guessing out.
You've got to be smart, otherwise he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out.
Terrible round that was. Come on. You let him back into the fight. You're much better than that.
The fight. Don't give him any free shots. Keep smart. You were thinking, you were smart, you were loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work.
Reset. Forget about the round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Go out there.
It's on the end of what you do. Good work. Just get him
on what you do. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You let him back in.
That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Bury it up a little.
Get your jab back. Get your rhythm back.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action.
Get your focus back and get that jab back. With boxing, be smart, get your shots up.
On to the 5th we go. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Only catching air with that hook. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
Because when you talk about championship material.
Okay, you let him back into that fight, and that's his round. I need you to go.
Can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back in.
Get him back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off and win the round.
Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, he'll see it, and he'll...
There, switch on and get your boxing back together.
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him any free shot.
Not over yet. You got to go back out there and win this round. You got everything.
Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's
back on the job. There's a god-awful round that was.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Go out there.
He's not even in your league. Come on, switch on, get your boxing back together, and put him back in his place.
On to the sixth round. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
There's a lot on the line here.
Get him on the end. What are you doing? You switched off completely. You've been coasted before.
That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there.
Right? Because he's going to be confident. I want you to go back out there and take his confidence away.
Work there. The jabs are working nice. Those 1-2 straights down the middle. can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round. You would think
You done all that work in camp. You gotta get out there and swing.
power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get
On the job. It was a god-awful round, I tell you. Now, come on.
Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up. But
You're in the same league as him. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back
The referee calling for seconds out. Right back into the action.
Go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise,
You're starting to make mistakes. Now you go back out there and switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the...
Round 7, here we go. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
His stamina is off the charts. Is he going to punch himself out, though? This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you prepare and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Beautiful counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot guess out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for guessing out.
I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Just keep him on
this next round, I need you to switch back on.
That's it. Now just stick a few body shots in there, vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out.
Round. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind on the job. Get back out there and win the round.
To the end of all of that, do what you got to do. Do what?
Come on. You've let him back into the fight. You're much better.
Stay focused. Don't let him back in the fight. Great round. Just the same again.
Go boxing back together and put it back on him this round.
Now, don't want you to load up. Don't be looking for that one shot.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
To win this round.
He's gone already. Just make sure you follow through. Don't let him coast through this round or he'll rock.
There's the bell to start round 8. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
And Buster goes down. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again. So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom, different tactics.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. And that's it. A unanimous decision win.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.